Welcome to the gameplay. This is day 1 of the medieval dynasty. Up next, he will be cutting a lot of trees, building his own civilization, hunting down all different kind of animals, meeting lots of new people, and helping others. First, we get to the town and meet with Unigost to introduce ourselves. My name is Racimir. I am Jordan's nephew, who was a very interesting person in his days. We chatted with Unigost. I told him that I lost my parents, his young age, and he told me that Uncle Iordan passed away a few years ago. Then he gave me some quests to do. Now he started to make some tools and cut down some trees to get more materials for a house and to complete quests. After that, he had to find the best spot to build. He needed water close by and rocky area to maybe find some caves. It would come handy later. Started marking points in map and heading towards them. First place was not successful. There were too many wolves who wounded him, and he had to find a new place. So he started again to look around. Finally, there was a place nearby a river, which was perfect because the ground was also flat to build many houses and start farming. He started off with his first house. He also needed to store some food, so he set up some traps and started hunting deers. After killing the first deer in his life, he got some food and started off the next day. Day 2. After getting some skill points, he went back to a village. On the way there, he found some wheat that will come handy in the future. Arriving in the village, he found a beautiful woman who he flirted with. After that good interaction, he started to get some quests done to get his reputation up. Now he needed to go to another villages to get more quests and coins. The walking distance was long, but he made it to another village. When he made it to there, the women told that there was a problem with Ray delivery. He understood and made some quests in the other village nearby before dealing with Ray delivery situation. In there, some woodcutter needed some logs. After that, Racimir started to make his way back to the first village to see what is going on with Ray delivery. The women told that Ray was spoiled this year. She has sent another farmer from another village to deliver Ray, and it should be there already. So Racimir had to go to another village, which was far away. The other farmer told that the delivery guy should already be there, but that was not the case. So Racimir had to go and find the guy on the delivery route. After a long search, Racimir found a delivery guy. The guy was attacked by some bandits, so Racimir told that he would get some help and deliver the parcel by himself. First, he needed some sleep. Day 3. In the morning, Racimir had to go back and tell the farmer that his delivery guy needs some help. He was grateful and gave me some coins. After that, Racimir delivered the parcel as well, and the women was happy. After a long walk, he went to Unigost, and he did not have a good day, because there was a murder in the village. Unigost sent Racimir deep into the woods to talk with Sambor, because he would know more about my uncle's story. Sambor would know stories what Racimir's uncle had done in the past. On the way there, he gathered some broadleaf plaintiff because he can heal himself with that. Also on his way, he found an abandoned tent camp. He collected some food ingredients and also found a bow with some arrows, which will come very handy with the wolves. So now, Racimir tried out his new bow on wolves. And meat is very important. You can sell it and also make good dishes with it. When the wolves were killed, he continued his journey to the Sambor. Sambor told Racimir that his uncle was very ambitious and he could lie very easily. No one could ever tell if he was lying or telling the truth. But before telling more, Racimir had to collect some clay for him. After collecting the Kaylee, Sambor told one more story about Racimir's uncle. His uncle had a plan. The plan was to get the most expensive clothes in the town. And he did. The sewer sewed them, but he did not pay for the clothes. After wearing the most expensive clothes, he went to the castle and laid in bed with King's wife. Then he told the King's wife he would go to the toilet, but actually told the guards that somebody is with his wife in bed. The guards stormed into the bedroom and saw the wife naked. They had to report it to the king. After reporting, Racimir's uncle had already run into the sun. But the king found him and dumped him into the dungeon. But Unigost saved him from there, and they made a pact with Unigost, Jordan, and Sambor. After that, Sambor was done telling the story and told Racimir to deliver knuckle sandwich to Sambor. So Racimir was on his way. So Unigost told the story how Sambor was actually invited into the pack. Iorden and Unigost wanted to save children and women from the dungeon, but there were people called vendors who tortured everybody, and one of them was a Sambor. So Unigost and Iorden were catched by the vendors, and Iorden was brutally tortured by Sambor in front of the Unigost. Iorden was not talking first, but after when Sambor started to cut his body with blades, he started to talk, but it did not help. Unigost wanted to pass out there. After that, torture stopped, and Sambor let them go. They all ran away from there. Iorden gave his word to give Sambor money, and he never backs down on his word. Unigost understood that Sambor was actually a soldier who did his job, and they were a pack after that disaster. After that, it was time for Racimir to get some sleep. Day 4. He started off by building a well, which is very important for a village, because water is the first survival need. Next, Racimir needed a resource storage, so villages has some place to store resources. After this building was completed, he moved all the materials to the storage. The next needed building was wood shed. It allowed to make planks. Planks was used to build better roofs and better building, and also you can add workers to the building. They would gather wood materials. Next thing was upgrading his own house roof so it would be warmer in the winter. After this was completed, the day was over, and Racimir needed some good sleep. Day 5. Next day consisted of getting some quests done, and also building in a workstation where you can build all different kinds of buckets and wooden dishes. Unigiost sent Racimir to get his scythe back. The women only gave it back if Racimir was going to play the game. The games was about riddles, and Racimir answered them all correctly. Women gave him the scythe, and Racimir returned it to Unigost. Before that, Racimir needed a wife, and he flirted with one. The next quest was to get Alwyn his broken water skin back. For that, Racimir had to go to another village to fix it. And there was also a guy in the bar who wanted to challenge Racimir on hunting competition. Racimir, of course, accepted it. He also found another abandoned camp, which had some good food ingredients and some arrows. The lady needed some leather to fix the water skin. For that, Racimir had to go hunting again. Too bored with 2 arrows and leather, was Racimir's. The water skin got repaired as Racimir returned to Alwyn with fixed water skin. Racimir got some more quests that in return, he got some coins and reputation. After that, Sambor needed some help with an owl, but it was actually not an owl. It was a man who was sent to joke with Sambor. So Sambor wanted Racimir to also send a package to the guy who was pranking him. He needed to come back tomorrow, so Racimir went home and completed his workstation at night. When it was completed, it was already day 6. He also needed a hunting shed, so the workers could go hunting and bring back meat. After that was done. He purchased bow and arrow so he could craft it. Racimir also needed enough food storage for his village, but he was going to build it later. Right now, he needed to complete Sambor's quest. Also, while delivering the parcel, he found in a cave and checked it out. But it was pretty empty. Finally, he met Wolrad, who was actually also in the pack, but he got into the Unigos pack by stalking them and following them until they invited him. Now, he gave Racimir a quest to kill their cow, because it did not give any milk anymore, and he could not do it. When this was done, Racimir returned to home. Now he started with his food storage house. Day 7, spring. In the morning, Racimir finished his food storage . And crafted some buckets to carry water. Today, Racimir wanted to marry a woman, who he had talked a lot in the village. They finally married happily in the village, had some drinks and fun. After that, Racimir sent his wife into his village, where they can build up their home. First, he put his wife into woodshed, so they would have firewood and other wood materials for winter, and Racimir had to complete quests. One guy in the other villages just needed some wood materials. Now, he needed to kill 5 deers for somebody. Now, the man needed some sleep. Day 8 will be in another episode. See you there.